Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you all are staying dry because it is raining like cats and dogs here in my Queen City. So make sure y'all stay safe out there. But anyway, we are here to do a full recap of episode number 159. And I think I like what I see so far on my screen. I thought I saw Catherine and Tomas. Y'all had me cracking up with those Tomas jokes this weekend. Child, with his broken turkey tail, he is gonna be so scared to be doing anything with Cat. The only thing he gonna want to do is talk, chit chat, and that's it. Chit chat with Cat, but that's about it, honey. And by the time he wants to get back with Eva, shit, Eva gonna be locked, got her legs locked all around Isaiah with a Z. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully y'all had a great weekend. To all of my members, I did drop that video that I discussed in my last front porch about the uh, interesting Halloween party that I went to on Saturday night. It was wild, crazy, and adult. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get started. I will start this recap in five, four, three, two, one. Child, we are at the country club. We see Leslie actually sitting at the table, very dignified, as Nicole enters in to have brunch or breakfast or dinner. I don't know, with her CC. Yes, they give each other a hug, and Leslie sees them. Leslie, keep your ass right in your chair with your colorful drink, okay? Don't go over there and bothering them, all right? So Danny greets her sissy, girl, this necklace. And Nicole was like, girl, right? I just had to have it. I saw it and I just had to have girl, I understand, honey. I've seen some better necklaces on your mammy, but it's cute. Danny says, girl, you should treat yourself more often, honey. Perfectly armored for a skirmish with your nemesis. Nicole's like, oh shit, please tell me she isn't here. So she turns her all the way around, honey. Wasn't trying to be dignified or slick or nothing. Girl, you're supposed to pull up your mirror and then look over your shoulder. But Leslie sees them looking and she's just sitting there. Don't get your ass up. Now I do like that purse. Is that a purse sitting on that table? I do like that. I'm glad you just switched your purse, boo. And they just happen to have on the same color. I'm talking about Nicole and Leslie. Danny was like, girl, if you want, we can go somewhere else. Nicole's like, nope. She can worm her way into whatever community she wants. But as she flicks her napkin, baby, I am the one who belongs here. Danny says that bitch is like a frequent flyer everywhere I damn go. I'm surprised that her ass ain't set up no damn cot. Nicole was like, don't tell me, girl. Every time I'm in the fucking locking room, Danny said her ass is there. Damn, like a fucking gargoyle, sitting, staring, spewing her contagion. You give her the least amount of air and she fouls it up. Well, I'm so proud of you for showing restraint. Nicole says, girl, you should have saw her the other day because Andre had to really hold her down. She just said, I almost didn't the other day. I swear I didn't know she was going to say this prior to me pushing play. See, I got that witchy poop on. If mother's call hadn't interrupted me, yeah, and your husband was holding your ass down. So Nicole was like, girl, I hope you can show some self control today, okay? Because I'm not trying to scrap. And those people in the background, they had there to have dinner, not watch the WWE. Danny was like, making no promises, sissy. You send up a fucking signal, I'm on that shit. Sure, I might disappoint mother, daddy, the ancestor, but I tell you one fucking thing, they're going to put a plaque on that wall for how I show out for you, sissy. Danielle Dupree, the hubbub of the country club. It'll be historic. And drop what you're doing and join me at the club. That is Leslie calling her daughter. I was just about to order some lunch at Uptown, mama. When I tell you every time they show Uptown, it is more and more and more spookier. I mean, I like the little, little things and little decorations, but damn, they keep putting more and more skeletons on this damn thing. Is that Isaac Hayes? Look like Isaac Hayes was there. You ought to see these specials, Leslie said. Shit, Eva was like, I got my own something special over her too. Later. You know why? Because Isaiah with a Z came into place, honey. And I know y'all tripping about Isaiah's man bun. Leave that baby alone. He's bad boy. He probably had to grow his hair like that to fit the role. So that's what he's there to be. He's the opposite of his brother. They look They're brothers. You know how Jacob is very clean cut, low, haircut, beard. Isaiah's bad boy. He fits more Eva's aesthetic to me. So leave that baby hair alone. He might cut it eventually, but let him have that man bun, honey. Let him take it down. Once he takes it down, it might be a big old afro. Leave that baby alone. All right. Here is the bop. I know that it seems like I'm nagging you with all these fucking questions, but trust me, you'll thank me later. We are at the law firm of Bill Hamilton and Associates, and he's sitting across from Tomas, who's sitting very stiff in his chair. Nice little gray suit, though. Bill is still talking now. You got to stay on your toes with this, prosecution, all right? It's all about the agility. Got it. And so Bill was like, man, that doesn't sound too reassuring to me, Tomas. I mean, you really ready for this shit, right? Huh? The backwards and forwards. Bill was like, Nick, you got to bob and weave, you got to bob and weave, bob and weave. You got to be ready for anything. So he tossed him something off of his desk and he hit, he hit Tomas. He said, man, you got to be ready for anything, man. And he threw it and it hit him right in his D. So Tomas reached down to get it. He's like, oh. Bill was like, what the fuck's going on with you? I'm fine, boss, sir. I just need to catch up on some sleep. Caroline comes in the office like, the food. She's like, you giving him the dose of the law office of Bill Hamilton Esquire training? So she gives him this whole fucking file. She's like, look, your signature when you get a minute. And he's looking at the file. She's like, or 10. It doesn't matter. She was like, what can I say? You are an important guy, okay? Since you love hard copies. He was like, well, it helps give me a complete perspective. That's all. Caroline turns around and looks at Tomas. He still looked very uncomfortable. She's like, your ass don't look so good. She's like, maybe a visit from your girlfriend will put a big smile on your face. He was like, Kat's here? I would meet her in my office. No, 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 Bill said. No, bring her ass in here. I miss my niece. It's been way too long. Wait a minute, Bill. Wait a minute. You kind of owning her now? Wow. So Caroline was like, I'll be right back. So Tomas wants to leave. He says, I'd better get back to it, boss. No, no, no. Bill says, no, no, stay. The fun is just beginning. This cat comes in here, bitch, with a red top. It's a peekaboo neckline with mini skirt, boots, purse. Bill says, Cat, hey, girl. Dressed for an adventure, I see. Hope you didn't meet any big bad wolves out there, because does give you like Little Red Riding Hood kind of vibe. I think she bought Tomas some lunch, and she looking at him like, Nick. She was like, honey, this close to Halloween, baby. The streets are crawling with big bad wolves. So she turns around and she gives Tomas a kiss, and Bill is just looking. So Tomas says, okay, we should clear out. Let you get to work. She's like, mm-hmm. So he was like, what's in the bag, little red? Bill. She was like, lunch for two. Ooh, Bill said, ooh, well, I thought it might be ice packs or something. Bill, how you know? Because I don't think Tomas told him. So how would Bill know? Excuse me, she says. Bill was like, after the swelling, after the accident. Oh, Kat says Tomas got injured on a bike ride. Yeah, yeah. Bill was like, that's some bull. Bill was like, mm-hmm. How did Bill know? How does he know? Because did Tomas tell him? Tomas probably did tell him. He was like, Kat, let's go. Oh, Tomas, he says. Bill's like, wait, Tomas, here's a lesson for you. It stands firm, whether the topic is bike riding or other sundry activities. When I tell you, Kat looks like she wants to melt into the floor and just disappear. Girl. Oh, funny seeing you here in the middle of the day. We are at Orphe Jeans with June and with Samantha. Not Samantha. What is she doing there in the middle of the day when she should be at school? Okay, Samantha says, I'm not ditching school. It's just my work study project. I'm checking to see if we have the inventory to meet the demands of our consumers. So, of Clearly, this is about Chelsea Cat. June says those bags, honey, have taken a life of their own, and so Samantha's like, yeah, right. It's so exciting. It's just so crazy how the Chelsea Cat bags are just taking the fuck off after our first drop, and that is a wonderful thing. It's only because Chelsea is popular. I mean, the bags are cute, but it's because she's popular. Not crazy at all. June says, honey, it is well deserved. Now, what can I get you, boo? Lemonade? Is that what you want? I'll think I will wait until my friend gets here to decide, Samantha said. Okay. June says, well, you know where to find me, honey. So we see that old sneaky ass Nathan comes in there. Samantha says, you made it. Come on, he says. You think I was going to pass up an opportunity to chill with you? I mean, I really was a little bit surprised, he said. She says, I wanted to at least give you a chance to explain. He was like, explain? She's like, yeah, why the fuck you ghost me? And you see June listening behind the counter like, oh, that's that nigga. That's the one. Get him, June. I don't really pay much attention to Samantha's storyline, but because of the teaser that they gave us last week, I'm going to really lock in on her because we already know what she finna do. I'm going to try to find out how the fuck she leave from Orphy Jeans and go home with him with her top off. I need to know how all of that happened. He talking about he ain't ghost her. She said, honey, you ain't never text me back. Child, this motherfucker talking about he was on punishment. He just got his phone back when she could clearly see that he saw her messages. All online, he was everywhere. Child, please. And then, okay, if you was a bad boy, you on punishment, then you don't need to be messing with his ass, Sam. And you can see June working her way over there like she wiping off tables, ear jocking. Listen in, June. Talking about the phone was locked into his pop's office. He was doing the most. No, your ass was doing the least. So Samantha was like, well, what the fuck did you do? He talking about, I think the better question is why in the fuck do you think that I would ghost you, boo? Because I didn't smash. He was like, girl, I'm cool with that. She was like, you are? No, he ain't, girl. Don't believe him. What do you think, girl? That I'm just some sex craved hormone monster that you seen in one of them old teen movies? I mean, I could use more friends, to be honest, he said. Oh, she says, oh, so you just want to be friends? He was like, I'm not going to front. Like, I wouldn't be down for more, but that's all up to you. Because, I mean, let me tell you, that pic that you posted on your story the other day, damn, girl, you made your boy, he was feeling a little something. And you saw June in the background. This some bullshit. He said, don't play shy. You know you fine, girl. Oh, stop, she says. She wiping her brow. Oh, you think so? He was like, yo, you ain't see them guys? All those niggas looking at you when you pass by? I mean, not really. And so he grabs her hand. He was like, well, yo, if they were not looking at you then, baby, they are definitely checking your ass out right now. June, this has got to be my picture. Because June is just listening and looking in the background. I don't know why Sam think that she can comfortably talk to this boy open at this shop. You supposed to be there doing work study stuff. That's what you told your mama. And you just don't even see her standing there. Girl, you dumb. I mean, too bad there's only one boy that I really do dig. They was about to reach in and kiss, and so June was standing there in the middle. They stopped. They was like, oh. June gave her a mean move, like, bitch, don't try it. She just looked at her and rolled her eyes. You know how girls do with their mammies, honey. I mean, you got a nerve to be doing that in front of your mammy. You told him? Child, we are back at the damn law office of Bill Hamilton and Associates. And Kat looked at Thomas like, you told him? Never, he says. She said, well, how the fuck does he know? Well, Bill says, we are just one big family around here, ain't we, Thomas? If you say so, sir, he says. Well, yeah, there's no reason to get all bent out of shape, Bill says. Oh my God, Kat says. How the fuck does Bill know? Who told him? He was like, listen, Kat, all right? Listen to me. Take it easy on our boy this weekend, all right? I tell you, that damn Bill is full of shit. Do you hear me? He is full of shit. I mean, he's working on a real big case, all right? I mean, I know that you two are very consenting adults, right? And you do what you do is your business, you know. But try not to leave any shall I say bruises that he'll have to explain to the judge and jury, all right? So Cat was about to walk out, and so Moss grabbed her arm. He was like, God, please don't go. They're just having some fun. I'm sure it is all out of his system though, right? Oh, yeah, yeah, Bill says. Nothing to worry about. See, Tomas says. Bill goes on, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, it can't be easy or pain free. But I do know in the end, you'll be glad when you get everything all straightened out. Call me when we're able to be adults. That's what the cat tells Tomas. And she walks out, and Bill was like, my bad. So, how was Martin and Smitty's ceremony? We are back with the sissies at the country club, and that's what Danny asked Nicole. How was the ceremony, boo? Was it intimate just like they wanted? And Nicole says it was beautiful. Despite my personal struggles with hearing two people exchange vows just after my divorce was finalized. Oh, Nicole. Oh, or the fact that Ted was there too. Not surprising, Danny says. Martin is still his son, says. But talk about adding insult to injury. I was standing there, honey, telling myself, be present, be there in a moment. Don't think about the day you got married, or the day that you found out it was all a lie, or that I still, girl, why didn't you call me or come over, sis? You know what my rocky road is. A divorce party with my sister who just got married. I always have your black. I always have your back. Plaque on the wall, remember? What did you do without me there? Danny asks Nicole. So Nicole, honey, picked up her tea and started sipping it. Oh, dearest, darling sister, what have you done? Hopefully she'll tell her that she done something. Dearest, darling sister, what did you do, Nicole? Tell us what you done did. You have no right questioning my choices as she wipes the corner of her mouth after some of your recent leap before you look decisions. Why did you wipe the corner of your mouth, Nicole? Why, I mean, was that tea or was that Carlton? This smells an awful lot like projection, Danny said. Running off to Vegas, eloping, totally expected from someone like me. But you, enough out of you. Danny put the lemon slice. I might use that as my screen share thingy. She put a slice of lemon in her mouth. And she's like, I saw Ted. That's what Nicole tells Danny. She slipped that damn lemon out her mouth. At the ceremony, you mean? Wait a minute. Nicole never answers. She says, wait a minute, after the ceremony? On purpose? Oh my God. I had a moment, Nicole says. Danny was like, girl of insanity or clarity? Do not make more of this than it is, all right? We had unfinished business. You of all people know exactly how it is. I would thank you to think I would thank you to think before you. Speaking of thoughtlessness, we see that's what Danny says. We see this big wiggy just come across the screen. What the? I'm sorry for interrupting. It's damn Haley. Why are you there? I was hoping that these girls could talk without damn interruptions. Definitely from Leslie, but it's Haley coming over there with this big ass fur coat, this long 50-inch wig. But I wanted you to know that Bill told me everything, absolutely everything. Nicole was like, about fucking what? Your divorce from Ted being finalized? Nicole talking about, and you came over here to offer your condolences. And she blinking with her big bad doe eyes and she's nodding her head. I did, she says. Danny was like, bitch, no one called for you, Haley. I mean, girl, why don't you keep it moving before I react, okay? And Leslie is taking all of this in the corner. She's just looking to see what happened. And so she saw how they pretty much told Leslie to move. I mean, told Haley to leave. But Haley didn't have a look of hurt on her face. She had a smile on her face. And Leslie saw that shit. So I take it that your job interview went well. And it's Eva at Uptown with Isaiah. He was like, Banneker couldn't pass on all of this. So wait a minute, they made an offer? He was like, on the fucking spot. Ooh, impressive, she says. He was like, nah, seriously, I really do love my work and that kind of passion shines through. So I'm told. My thing is this. On Friday, we left off with him running into Jacob and Naomi at Uptown. Why y'all pick up with the next day? Beyond Gates, I'm agreeing with my rascals. These scripts just be all over the place. Why the fuck did y'all? I'm like scratching my neck. Why did y'all not pick up where Isaiah ran into his bro and his sissy? Because that girl gave him a look. Naomi looked at that boy like she was gonna eat him up. I don't. The follow through sucks. Telling you. Y'all just be get piecemealing us everything, and y'all trying to make us feel that a lot of these fucking episodes were already recorded like last year. But no, sir. I don't believe that. I believe a lot of these newer episodes, especially these Halloween episodes, were just recorded the last few months. Not like but within like September or August, something like that. This is recent. Y'all can't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, baby. I'm sorry. All this Isaiah, all this stuff, y'all just recorded this. So don't even try it. Don't even try that with me. I love y'all though. I ain't dropping y'all. But on this follow through, this continuation, this Friday, cliffhanger to today pickup, no, I ain't going for that. So he continued on and says, people normally get tripped up when they're trying to be someone that they're not. She was like, yeah, that's been my experience. He was just thinking. So she says, I'll be seeing you around. He says, definitely a possibility. She's like, wait a minute, a possibility. She's like, wait a minute, all of that? And you didn't accept the offer? I have to consider other factors first, he said. She was like, like being around family again. He said, well, yeah, some of that and some of something else too. Someone else, perhaps? He didn't say anything. She's like, oh, okay. So Isaiah's got a pass. Mrs. H. Hey, psst, hey. We're back at the country club, and that's Leslie whispering over to Haley trying to get her attention. Come over here and join me, she says. Haley was like, I'm fine, thank you kindly. Listen to you, Leslie tells her. Haley was like, beg your pardon, bitch. Big and even. Now, see, that's a nice touch. And nice manners and that real sweet church meeting smile sitting over there. Because what would the neighbors say about the two of us together? Leslie said. Haley says, bitch, tormenting the locals, honey, is your specialty, not mine. Oh, so I see you heard about my new residence, Leslie said. Across from the Dupree estate, Haley says. That little husband of yours really tried his best to kill my dream, with remarkably little success. Haley was like, bitch, I would not underestimate him if I were you. Girl, you are not me. That is for sure. And you got that right, honey. But what we have in common, though, is that we both are so horribly misunderstood. You got that right. I'm not sure, honey, that I know what you even mean. And we are both, honey, revolutionaries. Yes, we are. Our very existence beyond these gates meant to keep us out, shaking up the status quo in our very own way. Imagine what we could accomplish if we pooled our resources. Befriending somebody who despises my husband is the smartest thing you can do. That's what Leslie tells this girl to befriend. But if somebody try to do that shit to Ted, she will cut them at the knee. She will cut them off quickly at the knee. But you want this girl to go against her husband to befriend you so that, all right, all right. I mean, think about it, she says. Leslie says. Everybody caters to Bill. Family, friends, employees. I mean, if anything goes south, whose side do you think they'll take? Step out of line, honey, and you are left out in the cold. But I don't have those worries, Leslie says. I don't need anything from anybody. Not their money, not their approval. Ooh, child, I am free as a little birdie. Haley was like, bitch, you a wild card. That's what you are. And Leslie says, exactly. I make things happen, she says. What do you think you would have happened if the fire alarm wasn't set? That's what Danny asks her sister about what would have happened. Nicole is like, we'll never know. I imagine. You can hear Danny like, well, look, when one is mourning a relationship that has been at the foundation of their life, Danny was like, oh, sis, trust me, honey, I've been there. Like, what if I just open that door just a little? What would happen if I step back on that timeline? You have, girl, twice with them lips. The two of you back together, girl, still trying to grab at happily ever after. Nicole was like, but there's no going back. She knows it now. But I am happy that I went to go see him. And Danny was like, girl, you have been so much nicer than most other women would have been. She has been. She says the truth is that he is mourning this loss just as much as I am. And I think talking to him, Nicole says, it helped me let go of all that anger that I was holding on to. And I forgave him, she says. And Danny was like, that must have been some fucking good conversation. Nicole just continues and says this is just the beginning of what she feels is going to be the beginning of a lifelong process of forgiveness. So they toast to that. They toast. Those lemons look good, but I don't think those were real lemons. They look too perfect. So they sip, and so Danny was like, I'll tell you one thing that we will never toast to, whatever the hell is going on over there. And that's what she's talking about, Leslie and Haley having their little chocolate conversation. Nicole turns around, was like, oh, honey, I do not like that shit. And Danny was like, uh-huh. I mean, like, why don't you show me some of the pictures that you haven't posted online? Something that no one has ever seen before. Girl, we are back at Orphe Jeans, and that's Nathan asking her to share some pictures that nobody has ever seen. It better not be no Braun panty. She was like, what do you mean? He was like, ha, not like that. Yes, you do mean it. I mean, I do have some proofs from this other look that we were trying. He's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I can judge it before you post. Let you know how the guys will respond. At the very least, I can hype you up because I know those pictures are far. I'm ready to take y'all's orders. That's June interrupting the conversation. I'm not sure I know what I want yet. June was like, yeah, honey, at least that's something I know that you want. At least you know that much. And he's like, can you come back a minute? June was like, honey, I've given your ass 10 minutes and you still haven't even glanced at the damn menu. His disrespectful ass looking around her, talking about, what's the fucking rush? It ain't all that busy. Samantha, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I will have the turkey club, please. Let me get a vanilla shake, he says. He's so disrespectful. She put her hands on her hips. June was like, I'll be right back. Ooh, she leaves. And he says, I hope the fuck she ain't expecting no tip. Samantha's like, she's new here. Why make it harder for a person? You see Jude in the background just having that big old thick ass, those milkshake glasses. She want to bust that shit right upside his fucking head. I don't blame you, girl. I don't blame you. Um, we back at the country club. Haley is talking back to Leslie. She says, you're saying some very disturbing things. Oh, you got that sweet Sunday school girl act all sewn up tight, don't you? But I see straight through you, Leslie says. And I know when time is running out on a relationship. You're, in, you're, wait, what the fuck does this girl say? Your insinuations are insulting and demeaning, and you couldn't be more wrong about. What's your end game, huh? His money, reputation? Oh, you greedy girl. All of it? Should have known better than to come here, Haley says. Yet you don't have a friend in the world, Leslie said. Which is true. At least Leslie has Jan as a friend. She don't have one friend. That is true. But I think that Leslie did something to Alan. That's how she's able to pick up on how Haley is acting. That bitch did something to her ex-husband. I think she killed him. And that's why she's able to pick up that kindred spirit, that kindred vibe from Haley. Leslie says, but I see you, bitch. Listen, girl. Whatever it is that you're up to, keep it up. Because it couldn't happen to a better bottom feeder than Bill Hamilton. Oh, if you need some help, please let me know. I would love to volunteer my time and my expertise to this wonderful cause. Haley gets up. You don't know a thing about me, lady. And you'll be sorry that you said those things. Mm-mm. Who you gonna tell, hey? You know she be making up their nicknames, right? Girl, that Trisha is something. I'm telling you, bitch, stay out of my way. That's what Haley says to her. Leslie kind of snapped her finger, and so Danny tells Nicole, "Don't look now, but I think that your nemesis is more repugnant than mine. Even the tiny demon can't stand to be around her ass. To be my nemesis, honey, that means that she would have to have power over me," Nicole says, and she does not. She is not standing between me and what I want. And Danny was like, "Wait, she isn't? If you tell me that you have forgiven her ass too," Nicole was like, "Girl, chill. If anything, I pity her." She said, Danny says, she throwing herself at a man, keeps throwing herself at a man who don't even want her since the Macarena was number one. And that's been about over 20 years. I'm telling you, Danny and Kat, I swear, their reads, oh my God, are just epic. So Nicole just sits there and listens. So Danny was like, "Say it. Tell me whatever you're gonna say. Tell me what you think it says. Tell me before I become relentless. Come on, tell me." Oh, I thought she knew. She confesses and tell her that Ted might have done more than just look at Leslie not too long ago. I thought she told Danny already. So Danny was like, "Wait a minute, huh?" Nicole was like, "Mm-hmm." "Oh, hell no. Excuse me a moment. Mm-mm. Sit your ass down. Let go of my hand. I will not." "Remember who we are," Nicole says. "We belong here. She does not." Which is why I need to give her ass the beatdown she deserves. Girl, she just took advantage of the opportunity. Sit your ass down. "Are you coming with me?" Danny says. Nicole says, "No, we will sit, enjoy the rest of our beverage, and pretend like everything is fine and proper like we normally do." Danny was like, "That bitch don't know how lucky she is that I got good manners." "Girl, you are too nice," Danny says. "That shit stops now, today. Normal rules, no more appropriate. Screw that shit. Ted has given you the ultimate hall pass to do whatever you want with whomever you desire. I would never use Carlton to have any type of revenge." "Who said revenge, bitch? But since you brought up Carlton, I have said nothing." "No, no, no, I get it." Danny tells her face up and says, "Yeah, I mean, he's kind, he's charming. I would say sexy, but I'm married. Physician who has been so patient, so understanding." And Nicole said, "Who is also Ted's business partner. So stop." And that's his friend too. You are allowed to have friends, sis. And if Ted has an issue with who you choose to have your friends, and tell him to take it up with the department. Well, who gives a flying fuck? She said a flying fig, but y'all know my fucking mouth. Oh, listen to you in your indoor voice using the mother approved words. That's what Nicole said. Danny picked up the phone and says, "Girl, call him. Give the man an offer he just cannot refuse." Nicole talking about absolutely not. Danny was like, "Bitch, you reach out to him right now." "Or you'll what?" Nicole says. Danny was like, "I'm going to take my ass over there to Leslie's table and make the biggest stinky fucking scene this club has ever seen this week, babe." Nicole just looking at her. And Danny was like, "Don't be looking at me because you know I fucking will and you know it. Don't tell me, girl. I'm ready to do it." So she tried to get up and Nicole sits her ass down. Like, girl, sit the fuck. Ooh. We're back at Uptown, and Isaiah tells this to Eva. "Note to self: don't bring up an ex in early conversations with someone." "Who's the ex?" Eva says. "Fresh break up?" He was like, "Still warm to the touch. I wonder, is it Naomi? I wonder, is it Naomi?" Eva says, "Ouch." He was like, "Listen, you really don't even want to know. Breakups like that never really leave your mind, do they?" He was like, "You sound like somebody with some recent experience with a breakup." A little heartache goes a long way. There was this guy, his name, is Tomas. It looks like the same drink that she has at Uptown is the same drink that Leslie was drinking at the country club. It looks cute, like a little Kool-Aid with an orange slice in it. He says his was Yolanda. He applied for the job at Banneker on one of those long dark nights when trying to find your way out. You questioning every damn thing. But now that I'm here, he said, she said, you're asking yourself if it was really what you want. He was like, it's like, do we really need distance? Does moving mean completely shutting things the fuck down? Sometimes it does, Isaiah, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes some people can have some damn deep, long leasing mental real estate. Yeah. Is our story over? He says. And he looks at her like, oh my God, damn. I mean, he said, I'm sorry, boo. I mean, I forgot forgot my note to myself in that quick. No, no, no. It's okay. She says. He said, you are so easy to talk to. Really too easy to talk to. My oversharing, boo, is really your fault. Nah, nah, it's cool. uh, that's we're getting everything out there. That's the good cool thing about you telling me this and me telling you that. It's refreshing. Most people hide the important stuff behind a firewall. He was like, yeah, very true, very true. Look, I'm going to tell you straight up, okay? I am not looking to be anybody's rebound girl. Good to know, he says. But if you're looking to hang out with somebody until we both, figure things out, I'm down for that. He says slap. If you know what slap means and you know Dion Cole, you know exactly what he meant. Slap. If you know Dion Cole, the comedian, he had a comedy special maybe right before the vid. He said slap because he had like a gay cousin who he went out to a club with. So they was trying to figure out what they wanted to do during that night. If you know the story, I can't remember it, but I know y'all gonna tell me in the comment section. But he says, and that nigga said slap. He was like, what the fuck is slap? And ever since, I ain't gonna say I say it all the time, and I don't really say it, but when I heard him say that, man, that was so dope. So it's an acronym for sounds like a plan. But y'all look at Dion Cole. Maybe it's 2019 ish. He had a comedy special, and that to me was his best comedy special that I had ever seen. So it was so funny. Sounds like a plan. So that's what Isaiah says. So Eva asked him for his number. I'm like, thank God, because it took her forever to ask for it. He said, look, don't take my shit if you ain't gonna use my shit. Go ahead, Isaiah. Okay, so they touched phones at the tips. So she says, thanks, Isaiah. He says, my pleasure, Miss Eva. Oh, shit. Tell me she hasn't roped you into one of her schemes. This is Kat moving up into Uptown and told that to Isaiah. Kat was like, Eva was like this. Isaiah was like, wait a minute, you know her? Said it to Kat. Kat was like, no one fucking knows what goes on in that twisted mind. That bitch is crazy, Kat says. And Eva says, and you're obsessed. Yeah, Isaiah was like, tell me y'all kidding. And this is one of those things that girlfriends like to do. Kat was like, oh no, honey, we are not friends. We just have a very complicated history. Eva was like, I didn't realize that you two were acquainted. And Isaiah says, look, shit, I ain't know that you two even knew each other. Cat, let's tell him how we met, Eva, when I caught you snooping in my mom's private patient files. She's leaving out the fucking fact that I was her mother's personal assistant. And you took that job very seriously, didn't you, bitch? Why don't you tell the nice man why? That's Cat. Isaiah was like, what the fuck's going on? It's a very unflattering story, but every word is true. This is Cat. I love to give you the highlight reel, Kat says. Eva was like, it was a pleasure meeting you, Isaiah, honey. Best of luck with all of your decisions, boo. And I really, really do hope that you land where you're happy. Why did Kat do that? Now, Kat, you're my girl, okay? But bitch, you can't ruin everything for this child. She's not fucking with Tomas. Not especially not now after you broke his turkey tail. Why are you just being a cock blocker? That's not cool. And Isaiah was like, wait a minute, girl, you can't go yet. Kat was like, let her. It's better. He was like, but your food. She was like, just add it to your lucky streak. Or you can share it with my sister. Ooh. Isaiah was like, what the fuck, sister? Eva was like, yeah, honey. You thought that your fucking family was complicated? Just wait. So she leaves. Excuse me. And so Kat moves out of her way and she leaves. And they both looking at her like, what the fuck? Shit, Isaiah look like he ain't feeling Kat at all. So we know that that ain't gonna happen. She was like, thank you. You owe me a drink. He was like, for what? For saving your life, honey. He ain't feeling Kat. I think they probably had some like little back and forth over the years. Yeah, I don't think he feeling her at all. Damn, these are hot. We see Samantha's old little face on her phone swiping it, and that's what Nathan was telling her about the pictures. I mean, you sure you just started modeling? Cause bad ain't even a word, baby, he says. She's like, oh, you're just saying that. He's like, nah, nah. Now let's see like this one right here, right? The way you're not even looking at the camera, right? Like you're keeping a secret, you know what I'm saying? Look, if you want to make copies, this is the one I fucking want, he tells her. She looking like, really? You see June in the background scrubbing some type of cup. I guess she's getting ready for his fucking milkshake. Just mad, honey. You should be mad, June. Take it in. He talking about don't give this picture to nobody else, all right? I want it to be a little something between us, you know. He was like, you get to keep the clothes. She was like, sometimes. He was like, okay, I want to see you in this one so I can take it off you. What? You nasty mother. Ooh. They was reaching in to kiss, and June came in to give him his milkshake. And she says, just what you fucking ordered. And y'all, that yummy looking white, thick whipped cream on the top, cherry in the center, milkshake is spilled all over his fucking jeans. And she's like, oh, June, girl. That's why I said June ain't afraid of no fucking body. He was like, what the actual this had to be in one take when she spilled the milkshake because there's no way that boy could have been able to do that take in one take because the way he did it, he was not as surprised as he should have been. What in the actual? That's how he said his line. And June was like, "Oh, oh my goodness!" Them two, her and Samantha, were the only two good actresses, and as well as the background people. But his surprise, honey, y'all got that in one take, and that's all he did was one fucking take. He wasn't good. Look what I have gone and done. Bad waitress has butterfingers. She was smacking her hand. June was saying that. I know Samantha's gonna be mad at her. You know what? You need to go in the bathroom and run some cold water on this so you can just go ahead and cool yourself off. Go ahead, June. So the way that June was looking at Samantha like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, yeah, the donation will be in the name of Bill and Haley Hamilton. He was back at the law offices of Bill Hamilton and Associates. You know what? He's talking. Why don't we double what I gave last year? Yeah, look now. Don't worry about that. It's always a pleasure to be able to give, okay? Give my best to the rest, all right? So while he's talking, Haley, she left the country club after her little banter with Leslie, and she comes there to see hubby. So she puts this big ass heavy bag on his desk. He was like, well, what do we have here? Well, I picked up some lunch for myself, and I thought that I would bring you some too. So he was like, okay, but I thought your ass was going to the club. It's amazing how she uses two different voices. The well, Bill, and then when she's talking to Leslie, like, look, bitch, you don't want to mess with me. That's a good actress for your ass. He says, I thought your ass was going to the club. Ran into Danny, and she was her usual charming self, but then I ran into that Leslie woman. Well, I hope she didn't give you any trouble. Actually, she frightened me a little. The woman is diabolical. Yeah, well, that's not news to me. Bill, I'm worried. Why? Did she say something? Nigga, didn't she just say she had a conversation? What she did say she ran into her. Okay, so I'm gonna slide with that question. I'm gonna slide with that question, Bill, because I'm gonna see you in a couple weeks. So for those of you who don't know, Timon, I'm sorry, not Timon, honey. Timon will be in my city on November the 15th at like a health fair. My goal is to try to meet him and get a picture with him so I can put it on my wall here so I can post it. So that'll be the second star that I've taken a picture with. It's not one that I know, but that taking a picture with on my collection. First one was Tracy Maria Howell. If you go on my wall, you'll see the picture that I took with Maria Howell. Second person will be Timmons. So I know somebody else, but I haven't had a picture to take with them yet. I'm hoping that one day I can meet them face to face and I can take a picture with them. But yeah, that's my goal. All right, back to the show. Yeah, she did. Ranting on and on about how she wants to ruin the fuck out of you and leave you with nothing. And okay, he says, I will lodge a complaint with the manager at the club. I can just start a damn paper trail of her harassment. And ministry, that membership of hers, that shit will be revoked regardless of how much money she throws at it. I mean, if we start to poke that beehive, baby, I don't know. She had this look in her eyes. No, baby, it's all about her performance for her. That's all. Well, I hope that that's all it is. But for my sake, promise me you'll be careful. I'm not worried about a thing, little mama. I got this. Now her purse is cute. I like me some different looking purses. Her purse is really cute. I gotta look that up. Oh my God, the Febreze is back. Hey Febreze. Whenever we see Nicole spray Febreze, that means she's releasing. She's free. She's back to her normal self. So she's in her office, and I bought a whole damn 6 pack of no 4 pack of Febreze at Sam's Club. Still going through that shit when I saw her buying it back in February, spraying it back in February and March. Still working on that shit. But Febreze is back. That whenever we see her with Febreze, that's a sign that she's back into her peaceful place. And it's a very like autumn type of color. I don't know what that is. It looks like might be pumpkin. I'm not a pumpkin scent wearer. Oh, I love that statue in the back. It looks like it's two people on the top of a block and it's pulling somebody up. I love that. I want to know if Chatbook can tell me who made that because I love artwork and stuff. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it couldn't find nobody. It might be like a private person, but it looks like it's made of bronze. It can't find it. It's not able to find who the person who made it. But I love that statue. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. They have other ones that look like it. It is cute. It doesn't match immediately any high profile. Barbara Epworth. She has two figures going upstairs that looks like that, but I don't know who Barbara Epworth is. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Anyway, let me go in and push play. And I guess she carled. Y'all, my auras always get in the way. When Medea did that movie long time ago and everything was her, I'm telling you, when you get a certain age, them auras love to get in your fucking way when you're talking. I don't know why. I've never talked with so many damn auras and the R ain't in the word nowhere, or if it's there, I add an extra fucking R. Anyway, be here. I guess she did call his ass, and he come in there too. Hey, Carlton. Hey. You got my text. Come in, she says. I hope this is a good time, he said. No, well, I'm in a much better place than when I was the last time I saw you. Yeah, remember she was leaning on him and he kissed her on the forehead. If you know the best man, you know that kiss on the forehead is like called 1, 2, 3, 4 play. So I'm gonna be careful what I say. Okay. I keep thinking that I'm past bursting into tears stage, but apparently not. Here's all. Don't worry about that. You survived an earthquake, baby. There will be aftershocks. All part of the healing. That is a generous way of putting it. Thank you, she says. Was there anything else? He said. I just wanted to say that I appreciate your understanding. Well, that's good because the feeling is mutual, he says. I mean, whatever feeling would be associated with that, but I like his character. His character is a smart ass, smart, charming, like, you know, Danny says, handsome, and I like it. It's like an awkward doctor kind of vibe, and I do enjoy that he's like that on here. He's the complete opposite than he is on a Divorced Sister. So I like it. He's very confident in both roles, but over there he's more pompous and arrogant and just. But over here he's very humble, very kind, very I'm there for you. Hopefully, well, she is using him. Hopefully, and hopefully that'll wear off. But I don't know why Michael. There is some chemistry there. He has a very real respect for her. I see it. I see the chemistry. I see the chemistry more with him than I do with Ted. So and I'm talking about the new Ted. The old Ted, honey, I could lick the screen with the old Ted and him and Nicole. And you could tell she was kind of a little she enjoyed his come ons, but he swallowed up the scene whenever she was there and then he was on that TV, he swallowed up that whole scene. He really had it. I'm still trying to figure out what happened. They showed him putting that shit out there. So Nicole was like, he was like, okay, then, well, I'll just, he was about to leave. She's like, Carlton, actually, there is one thing, she says. Now, one thing I am proud of her is that she waited to connect with him after her divorce. Still a little too soon after, but nonetheless, it was after her divorce, you know. So I'm happy that she waited because that's the type of person that Nicole would be. I don't think that she would. I didn't think that saw it as a problem with her s- having Carlton as a friend, but moving into a little bit something more deeper with him, she waited until her divorce. So I can't respect her for that. I don't know how to say this, she says, or even what to say. Well, if I can make whatever you want to say easier for you, then you are always so kind and supportive. You have seen me at my most human, he says. And what I'm trying to let you know is allow me, he says. There are no expectations. Now I've known you for a long time. Decades, she says. As a friend. And he says, and I'm good with that. She was surprised. She's like, you are? He says, of course. That's how you move in, baby. You don't want to pounce. You want to just take your time. Just take your time. Don't pounce. You doing what you need to do, Carlton. I see you. Unless there's something. Ooh, okay. Uh, help me out here. He couldn't even get his words together. Oh, how sweet. She's like, look, I am not trying to let you down easy, okay? Then I'm a little lost, he says. She's like, well, yeah, that would make two of us. He was like, okay. Up until a few days ago, I was still a married woman. You and my ex have a long standing friendship. You're business partners. And he says, true. And now that I'm on the other side of that, she said, I worry that any move that I make towards you will seem inappropriate. See, that's the Nicole I know. I can agree. It would have. I was kind of disappointed with that. I was like, Anita, all of y'all telling her to move on. Yeah, I mean, do it now, but just take your time. He's waited all these years. I think he went through a divorce or something like that. Or did somebody say it's gonna be wind up being he's married or something? Something. She's supposed to find out something about him down the line. But take your time, boo. Take your time. And so she continues to say that she just does not know how to navigate those kinds of waters, which she doesn't. he, sa- he says, wow. She was like, did I say something funny? He was like, no, no, I just have to revel in this for a bit. Because inappropriate will be as close as I will ever get to bad boy. He said, but yeah, you could definitely get me into some trouble. Ow! See, they called it. Let me just shake my legs a little bit. I hope none of that milkshake splashed on you. Child, we are back at Orphe Jeans, and that's what June is telling her daughter. And Samantha is real pissed at her mammy. You spilled that on purpose, and now he's gone. June was like, so clumsy me, klutzy me, whatever. You wanted to ruin my date. Well, wait a minute, girl. You said you were meeting a friend here. Now he's a date and also mysteriously here instead of having your ass at school. And you lied about who I am. I just didn't give the details. That's all. Okay, so they got spooky bay stew. What the fuck is that? What is in this stew? Eyeballs and feet and tails? What's going on? I'm looking at the menu. Y'all know the menu is my Achilles heel on this damn show. Is that why you angry? That's what Samantha says to her mama. Because she didn't tell her. She didn't tell him that that was her mother. Girl, that boy does not respect you, June says. He ghosted your ass. You said it yourself. It was a misunderstanding, she says. June said the most wonderful three words on this show today. Silence is silence. Shit. I added shit at the end. Facts. A spade is still a spade. A rose is a rose. What else is out there we could say? A duck is still a duck. Okay, we got fisherman fries. Okay, and quinoa and tomato. Quinoa and tomatoes. Y'all know what quinoa is? It's very more healthier than white rice, although white rice with some gravy. Child, please. Quinoa and tomatoes? Well, he was grounded. His parents took his phone. Girl, whatever, Samantha. A boy like that doesn't have an extra phone in case of consequences. How do you know about girl, you know better than that shit. Extra phones, honey? Baby, please, honey. Please, girl. I see kids coming here all the time tossing the phones that their parents gave them in their bag. Meanwhile, they're busy scrolling and texting on a second phone they got who knows where. Child, don't tell me you believe that boy. I believe him. Child, when I tell you that damn June is like another Jan, she says deeper shit though. Baby, reach higher on the tree, baby. Yes, sir. You deserve so much better than. You're worse than my parents. They may not be wanting me to date boys, but at least they're not insulting me. I could just tell, honey, the way he looks at you, the way he is with you. That boy, he ain't no good. So Eva is my sister-in-law, Naomi's cousin, half sister. That's Isaiah talking to Kat at Uptown. Yeah. Kat, I don't like that. Girl, you left Tomas where Tomas had to work. And you just really just stepped on Eva's parade. Now, you know I love Kat, but that wasn't right. I'm sorry. That wasn't cool. Not at all. So Isaiah was like, shit, ain't no blood relation there, just like how Andre said. So ain't no problem with me. Huge problem, Isaiah, Kat says. She and her mama, her monster of a mammy, are obsessed with my family. I mean, they'll do anything to be one of us, which is how Eva was born. Her mother trapped my father into a relationship, got pregnant, and when she couldn't use that baby to force my pappy into marrying her ass, she ran off, honey, and became the bitter bitch she is today. So Isaiah gets it. He was like, so the mom is using Eva as a weapon to get revenge? Yeah, that's pretty much it. He was like, shit, that's straight out of Charles Dickens, honey. She's like, I'm not sure she'd understand that reference. So, but she definitely latched on to that crumb of information. How do you mean? Isaiah says. She's like, Eva finds out a guy can read. What? Then she'll start raving about something she heard on an audiobook once upon a time. Then she'll tell his ass to drop by. Then she has a bunch of books that she almost finished. And once he's in her lair, boom, another notch on the bedpost. Hopefully he doesn't say, wait a minute, is that Tomas? He was like, well, shit, you can't see that much happening these days. He was like, who even reads anymore? Even audiobooks. I do. You do, she says. My cousins, the grand, and even Tomas, she says. He was like, who's Tomas? My boyfriend. He was like, his mind goes back to what they had, that conversation. He like, damn, two sisters liking the same nigga. Damn. So Eva gets home to the rat trap, and she turns around. Her mother's coming out of her closet. Hope you don't mind. I needed a jacket that I left behind. Girl, you all in that girl house. This is a foreshadowing because I feel like Leslie will be moving right back into that rat trap. I have this feeling, y'all. I feel like that she's gonna go through that money like there's no tomorrow, because when that man won that lottery years ago, his name was Richard something. I can't remember his name. I think I mentioned it a long time ago. He thought that he would never go broke. That man was spending money like it was like he was like drinking water. And that nigga lost every dime. He was like the highest lottery winner when we started playing like Powerball and stuff like that. He went through it. And that's how Leslie is spending her money. She don't just buy this and that. She buys this and that, like big shit. She gonna run through that money, and she's gonna expect for Anita to still be dipping and dropping shit in there. Nah, she ain't doing that no more. Your well is going to run dry, baby. She gonna go through that money in a year. Promise you. Bet. It's getting cold out there, she says. So Leslie notices that Eva is not looking like her chipper self. Also, almost as cold as it is in here, she says. What the fuck is bothering you, child? I met a guy. The wrong kind, obviously, Leslie says. We hit it off, mama. And then she shows up. She should have been happy that I was moving on to somebody who was smart and cute and available. You're talking about your twisted sister. She wants everybody to believe that she's some kind of angel. But you don't get that cold and that bitchy overnight. She has been marinating in that brain of evil for years. When I'm telling you, I'm standing up doing these lines. I'm standing the fuck up because that girl, I got to get the energy that Eva's bringing. Finally catching on, Leslie says. You mean to tell me that she don't have a slew of people who despise her? She's nasty. You'll never guess what she did. And while she's doing that, she's pouring herself some water. Told them all kind of lies about you and what she thinks of you, where you can go. Of course she did. And if you expected anything differently, child, baby, you're being foolish. Honey, that mac and cheese alone should be arrested, honey. That's what Bill says. We're back at Bill Hamilton, the law offices of Bill Hamilton and Associates. That mac and cheese, that good? Okay, when I go to Orphy Jeans, I want some of that mac and cheese too, because I love me some good. It has to be cheesy all the way, nigga. We don't want just no layer of cheese on the fucking top. It has to be through there, going through the noodles and all through there, baby. It needs to be brown and bubbly and yeah. He says that macaroni and cheese was so good it should be arrested for attempted fucking murder. So he continues and says a really telling sentence. He says, a question. Does this mean you're giving up on trying to extend my lifespan? What? I'm just facing facts. If I brought tofu and broccoli, Haley says, you just sneak in a burger and fries afterwards. He sure as hell will. He says, well, I could just lie and deny. She said, or you can have just one cheat day instead of having daily secrets from your ever loving wife. Well, you're right, he says. I'll try to do better. Knock, knock. Don't mind me. That's Caroline. So she comes in there to pick up the papers that he signed. So he gives it to her. So she's about to leave. She's like, oh, Haley, before I forget, did you get that number that you needed? Yeah, I did, girl. Thanks. And so Caroline was like, great, back to the grind. I'm like, what number was that? Oh, that's right. When she was in the file and Caroline saw her on his laptop, he was like, what number? Whose number did you need, girl? It's nothing important. The client just wanted an update on his case. So I took a number while you were in deposition. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Oh, baby, you always got my back. When you're not around, I pick up the slack. Oh, yeah, by the way, I saw Tomas earlier. I thought he'd be home recovering. He probably wish he had. She was like, tell me you didn't give him hell. Don't tell me she know too. He was like, man, come on, baby. I had to. The man broke his manhood. Damn. Who? He says it's up to the elders to poke fun, and you got that right, baby. Because if I know something, I'm an elder, right? Yes, yeah. I'm gonna poke fun, baby. I am going to poke fun at your ass. I'm going to poke some fun. As if we hadn't had a million bedroom adventures of our own, Haley says. He was like, yeah, but the difference is we managed to keep it in the bedroom instead of out of the emergency room. Although I do have my suspicions about what caused my second stroke. So, oh, Bill Hamilton, do not start with that again. Oh, come on, baby. You put me through my paces. What can I say? She said. You inspire me. And we shouldn't be talking like this in the office. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. So, why don't you let me take you home? Go exploring, he said. I promise I'll leave you in one piece. As she bites her bottom lip and looks up at him, and he's like, mm, child. Bleh. Anyway, we traipse on over to Nicole's office. She says, okay, if you're done being amused by my choice words, Carlton. No, I imagine the smile will last for a bit, he said. But no, honey. Don't stop on my account. Our seeing each other could cause a variety of problems for the both of us, she says. He says, possibly. There is your friendship and partnership with Tad. Yeah. And there's my family to consider. Eldest child syndrome. Yes, sir. Got my right hand in the air. The eldest child syndrome. When the eldest child go cut up, baby, it's like the most worst thing in the world because we are always looked as being the good child. You know, not saying we're bad, but we are taught, or at least thought, to lead by example. But when we go out there, we be having a good time. They be like, "That's not you. Why are you doing that? Why you doing?" Child, I've been there, Nicole. Been there. She said it shows. He was like, "Yeah." He said, "But if the time should come and I make the choice to leave my partnership with Ted, it'll be my decision. I tend to get ahead of myself. When there's something that I want, I examine every possible outcome. Sorry. Don't be, he says. I like a woman that looks at the bigger picture, especially when I like that woman. Go ahead, Cart. And I'm in the picture. I mean, if that's what you're saying, he said. What I am saying is, as she moves away from her desk to stand in front of him, how would you like to go to dinner with me? Y'all have already eaten breakfast. Y'all kissed. Y'all already there, Nicole. So he grabs both of her hands and he reaches up to kiss her left hand. And she said, she just exhaled. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Charm is good. Charm is real good. Glad to hear things between you and Tomas could work things out. That's what Isaiah is telling Kat. We're back at Uptown with them talking. Uh, despite Eva's predatory tendencies, that's what Kat says. And Isaiah was like, she didn't strike me as a dangerous seductress type. That's not, I didn't feel that vibe from her. Here's another 3 words of the show. Kat was like, scammers gonna scam. He was like, so should I keep my distance? He says. She's like, look, I warned you and I've given you the information that you need. It's definitely up to you what you feel you're going to do next, cuz. He was like, I could handle what she's dishing out. Why are you trying to step on this girl? This girl is trying to move on from your man, Kat. Let her have her fun. You did warn him. Let him go ahead and have her fun. It's fun. She's like, look, you may have been around Isaiah, but you haven't been around here in a while. Watch your back. What happened with the new man? We're back at the rat trap, and this is Leslie's question to her daughter. I mean, did you at least defend yourself at all? I left. Lord, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Whose child are you, honey? Because you can't be mine. Listen, I would hate to be the one that will break it to you, honey, but you will never get what you want if you keep making space for people who are not making space for you, bitch. If you don't ever say another fucking line on this show, you said that one. With that snake around your throat, sacrificing for folks who don't give a fuck about you. I mean, girl, don't you want to be happy? You know I do, mama. Then demand it, girl. Look. She snatched that book out of Eva's hands. Look, girl, stop letting them win. Oh, Eva, baby. Happiness is just not something that just happens. It's created by the choices you make each and every single day. This is another line. Thank y'all. And I'm happy that she didn't go over there and fuck with Nicole at the club. She didn't. So I'm happy to see that. It just dawned on me. If you want him, go get him. Somebody who would love you and somebody that you can love back. But if you don't, honey, then that cat brat sister of yours is never gonna know who you are. And that is the end of episode number 159 of Beyond the Gates. Hopefully you had a good time with me reviewing and recapping because I sure as hell did. All right, let me go ahead and get this edited and uploaded, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.